What's up, guys? Kevin Dotson here, and most of you know me, of course, on my YouTube channel as K.357. Well, I'm a commissioner here in Lee County, North Carolina, and I just got finished up with a commissioners meeting that we generally hold a couple times a month here in Lee County. And back a few weeks ago, I asked to be put on the agenda to lift the current concealed carry restrictions. In other words, to remove that ordinance that prohibits law-abiding citizens, of course, with a concealed carry permit from entering a county building like the tax office or the government center or government building there where we actually have our meetings. And of course, social services is housed there as well. Well, anyway, so I wanted that added to the agenda. Well, good news. So we had to have two readings. The first reading passed a couple of weeks ago by a vote of 5-2. And tonight, I'm happy to report that it's passed. Tonight was the second reading, another vote of 5-2, to remove those restrictions, to allow you, a law-abiding citizen, with a concealed carry permit, with a valid concealed carry permit, of course, for example, to go into that building there on Hillcrest. I'm not saying anybody's going to do it, but the thing is, that should be your choice. That should be your choice. So the signs are coming down. So I'm happy for you folks out there. Now, probably many of you have taken a class from me. We've sure taught a bunch of you. But the sign's coming down because most of you folks know that a sign on a door is not going to keep a bad guy from going into that building, for example, and doing something bad with a gun or a knife or anything for that matter. I mean, listen, I've said it before. The reason we carry a gun for defense is because a gun trumps everything else. Okay, it trumps a knife, ball, bat, whatever, right? I mean, Wayne LaPierre of the NRA, he said it best, very simply. The only way to defeat a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun, and that's true. As a law enforcement officer, as a cop for 15 years, that's why I carried a gun, because a gun trumps everything. But the thing is, that it just should be your choice. If you want the right to defend yourself, you should be able to have that right. Now, you're not going to be able to open carry, but if you have a concealed carry permit, a North Carolina valid concealed carry permit, you will be able to pretty soon carry that firearm in there. So what I'm happy about for you folks is that now, if a bad guy goes into the tax office over there on Hillcrest, same place where we have our meetings, they have to at least take in consideration, whoa, I don't see a sign on the door where it doesn't allow firearms. They're going to have to think about that for a minute, that you, the law-abiding citizen, may be carrying a gun, okay? So they have to take that in consideration. They may have to deal with you, all right? I mean, most bad guys, you know it. You watch the news, go to places where there's signs on the doors or what we call gun-free zones. Well, they're not really gun-free zones because bad guys are going to carry guns in there anyway, right? The only people that's going to obey those laws is law-abiding citizens. So this is going to be short and sweet. Just wanted to bring it to you. We had our second reading tonight. Once again, voted 5-2, so these ordinances will be lifted. It's probably going to be in the paper, tomorrow's paper, Tuesday, or I know if it ain't in tomorrow's paper, it'll probably be in Wednesday's paper, and it'll probably be on the front page. It's big news. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. Once again, very happy for all my law-abiding citizens out there with concealed carry. You now can exercise your constitutional right in Lee County buildings. Not all buildings, of course, like for general services, the courthouse, and so on. You know what I'm talking about. You're not going to be able to carry a gun in places like that. You shouldn't be able to anyway. But in the building, for example, where we meet with our meetings tonight. All right, so I ain't no gun-happy person. I'm not no gun crazy person. I don't worship guns, as somebody said. But I do think you should have the right, the basic right to be able to defend yourself, okay? Well, now you will. All right, till I see you next time. Stay armed, stay safe.